So first lesson was over and now we are coming to the second lesson. The poem as well as the board not taken and the lesson was over. So now I know your exams and levels are there and getting ready for your exam. So now we will go to the second lesson, that is the sound of music. In that sound of music, how the music is being taken by the musicians, how much care they have taken for taking the music in their heart. Understood? That means first part we are studying about Evelyn Glennie, who listens the music without hearing. Are we able to enjoy the music without hearing? No, isn't it? Only once when we hear the music, we will be listening to it carefully and enjoying, isn't it? Similar, but here, Elvin Gilvin had the sense of hearing. He had no sense of hearing, but he was enjoying the music. That is the highest glory. Understood? That means now we will see how he was enjoying the music without hearing. Clear to you? God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. So what is that extraordinary? So God has taken what? Her hearing, the sense of her hearing. God has taken her sense of hearing, but had given equal to that something extraordinary. Understood? What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. So we have the sense properly. So when we hear the music, Elvin is not hearing, but she was enjoying it. Understood? Still without hearing, how she was enjoying it. Far more deeply than any of us. That means more deeply, going to deep into the music and enjoying it. That is why she expresses so beautifully. So she had said music is so beautifully. She enjoyed the music so beautifully, more than how much we enjoy. Understood? Now coming to the part. Rush hour crowds jostled for position on the underground train platform. A slight girl, looking younger than her 17 years, was nervous yet excited as she felt the vibration of the approaching train. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish family. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was properly deaf. So, Elvin was a deaf girl and she was in the platform where the train was coming. So, she could understand, she could feel the vibration without hearing the sound of the train. What she is hearing, the vibration in her heart. Understood? Rush hour crowds means gathering. You have seen a platform. Always it is a crowded, isn't it? So similarly, in such a position, underground train platform, a slight girl looking younger than her 17 years. So she is of 17 years, but still looks younger than her age. Was nervous. Yet nervous means little feared, afraid, but at the same time excited as she felt the vibration of the approaching train. So she was in the platform waiting for the train, and by the time the train was coming, so from the vibration that is felt on the track, that had made her understand what is approaching. The train was approaching. Usually when we stand, we hear the sound, isn't it? When we hear the sound from far distance, we look at it and see that the train is coming, isn't it? But she saw it, but she could not hear the sound because the sense of hearing was absent in her. Understood? Still, from that vibration, she understood the movement of the train. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music. Royal Academy of Music in London. And drafting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish family. So she is coming from where? Scotland. Understood? She is coming from Scotland and going to London. So that is why she was in the railway station. But this aspiring musician means the person who wants to be a musician. Understood? Faced a bigger challenge than most. She was probably deaf. So she wanted to become a well-known or the famous musician in the world. But what is absent in her? The sense of hearing. So without hearing the tune and the notes, how she can study the music? That is how we are going to know how Evelyn had studied and became a great musician. Understood? Rush hour crowds, jostle means pushing, all the people pushing together. They are in the platform, everybody has known that, isn't it? Always it is crowded and we will be rushing and going, isn't it? At the same time, we are being pushed by somebody else on the underground train platform. A slight girl looking younger than her 17 years was nervous and excited. Though she was nervous, she was excited. And she felt the vibration of the approaching train. Why she was excited? Because she is going to where? To London to study music. That made her excited, though there was nervous in her. Understood? It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. Fresh from a Scottish farm means going first time. But this aspiring musician faced a higher, bigger challenge than most. She was probably that because of deaf, she has to face many challenges. Yet, she was able to overcome. Now, we will go to the next part and see how she had been enjoying the music. Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she did not move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, says Isabel Glennie. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated and her administrators urged her parents to take her to a specialist. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf. Everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. So now she is saying how it had happened to her. Understood? And how much she felt when she came to know that sense of hearing was absent in her. Understood? Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Gradual means it has been in a slow process. Understood? It has been in a slow process. Her mother remembers. So who had noticed that? Her mother. And we will see how she had noticed that defect in her child. Her mother remembers nothing. Something was wrong with the 8-year-old Evelyn waiting to play the piano. So at the age of 8 years, her mother had seen in her some difference. Understood? By playing the piano, her mother had seen some difference in the child. They called her name and she did not move. So that was the first time the mother noticing in her. They called out her name but no response from her. But if anybody calls your name, what response will be there from you? You will answer to that, isn't it? yes or no, you will answer to that. But here the mother was calling at her and there was no response. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, says Isabel Glennie. So her mother said that maybe she did not hear, understood. Maybe us also, when we are not in that mind, when we are thinking about something, if anybody calls us, on the spot sometimes we may not hear that. We will be concentrating in something else, isn't it? And then it takes time to come back. So maybe in the second call we will hear, isn't it? So here the mother had seen some difference in the while playing the piano. At that time the mother called her name, but there was no response. That was in the age of 8 years. They called her name and she did not move. No response was there. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, says Isabel Glennie. So she thought maybe not heard. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceive. Conceive means hide. Conceive. Conceive means hide. Conceive for her growing deafness from friends and teachers. But the child, Evelyn, was trying to hide herself, that defect, from her friends and teachers. But by the time she was 11, her marks have deteriorated and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a new school. But at the time of 11, so at the age of 8, mother noticed her defect, isn't it? And then at the age of 11 years, what happened? Her marks became coming less and less. So what happened? The school authority, the teachers called her parents and asked her to take away from the school. Here also we should do like that way, isn't it? When you get less marks, what we have to do? We have to call your parents and ask them to take you to some other school, isn't it? That gives the reputation of a school. So here also, what did the school authorities of Evelyn said? Called the parents and asked them to take the child to some other school. Why did the school authority called them and asked them to take the child away? Yes, because she was scoring less marks in all the subjects. So what's the problem there? She was scoring. What should be the reason why she was scoring less marks? Because she was not hearing properly what is being taught in the class. Until and unless if you hear and concentrate on what is being taught in the class, then only what will happen? You will be able to get it, isn't it? So after all, if you are not able to concentrate on a particular topic, what happens? You will not have no interest in that. Why that interest is coming less? Because yes, that much you are not getting from your subject, isn't it? Okay. Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. It was a slow process. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. So the mother had understood in the beginning when she was 8 years old that she was having some defect. They called her name and she did not move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, says Isabel Glennie. So she called her the name and by the time she could not hear. So the mother understood some defect was in her. So up to the age of 11, what she was doing? She was hiding her defect from the teachers and as well as friends, as well as parents, everybody, isn't it? She was hiding, she was not able to say what is the defect in her. What is the main defect in her? She could not hear properly. So what happened in the class? She became towards the last. That means she started scoring less marks. So because of scoring less marks, what did the school authorities do? They called her parents and asked them to take her to another school. Understood? And the school, before going to the under school, what they actually done? Go to a specialist and check her. So if we are having any defect, what we have to go? Where we have to go or what we have to do? Yes, we have to go to the specialist or a doctor who is concerned about that and then get cured, isn't it? Similarly, the teachers also asked her, there is some defect in her, so it is better to take her to a specialist. Understood? It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. So slowly, it was a slow process. At first it was said that a sense of hearing was gradually going in a slow process, and now at the age of 11 it had completely damaged her sense. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf. That means there are special schools for special children, isn't it? Those schools are given importance priority only for such students, handicapped students, isn't it? So here also, what did the school authority say? Take her to a specialist, and now from the specialist they could understand that her hearing had severely become weak due to the nerve damage. Because of the nerve damage, that hearing, sense of hearing has been impaired. Impaired means that it has been become weak. And they said, okay, there are many schools, and with the help of hearing aids she can be sent to such schools, and from that she can recover. Understood? Everything suddenly looked black, says. So when she heard that she had to be sent to a special school, what happened to her? She thought everything in front of her seems to be black. That means black means dark. That means that the sense of hearing is not there. So without hearing the sense, how she could manage to study the music? Because her aim was to become a famous musician. Understood? I'll go through it. 2 paragraphs. A rush hour crowds jostled for position on the underground train platform. A slight girl looking younger than her 17 years was nervous yet excited as she leapt to the vibration of the approaching train. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was probably deaf. Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. It has been a slow process. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she did not move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, says Isabel Glennie. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated means become less, and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf. Everything suddenly looked black. So at that time, what was her age? Only 11 years. Understood? But Evelyn was not going to give up, because in her heart of heart, what she is thinking, she wanted to become a great musician. So she was not able to give up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. One day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but a percussionist Ron Forbes spotted her potential. He began to tune 2 large drums to different notes. Don't listen through your ears, he would say. Try to sense it some other way, says Evelyn. Suddenly, I realized I could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she should sense certain notes in different parts of her body. I have learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibration. The rest was sheer determination and a hard work. So that great determination was there, that whatever is the problem with her, she has to study the music, isn't it? Now in this paragraph it is said how she was able to study the music, or how she was able to sense the music through different parts of her body. But Evelyn was not going to give up. Going to give up means not because she had now came to know that she has to be sent to a special school. So she thought with that then also what she will do? She will learn music. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. So she decided whatever defect is in her, she decided to live a life like anybody else. Isn't it? Like an ordinary person. And achieve her aim. What is achieve her aim? To study music. One day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Forbes. Who was the percussionist? Ron Forbes. Ron Forbes. What Forbes spotted her potentials. Potential means yes, talent. Potential means talent. He understood the talent of whom? Talent of Evelyn. He understood the talent of Evelyn. So all the teachers, when she wanted to study xylophone, as one of her friend was doing, but the teachers did not give up interest to that. They discouraged her instead of encouraging. What did they do? They discouraged her and said that you are not able to, you don't have that ability. So we should not do like that way, isn't it? If anybody, all are having different talents, isn't it? All are having different talents, and it is different according to their age also, according to their taste, isn't it? So when they come to us, in order to encourage, what we have to do? We have to support them, isn't it? We have to support them and give them that much help so that they can fulfill their what? Determination. They can fulfill their determination. Yes. So here also, though the teachers had discouraged her, what did Ron Forbes do? He said that spotted her potential. He understood how much talented Evelyn was. He began by tuning two large drums to different notes. So she, with the use of two drums, he started playing, making notes of two different, each one having different note. Understood? Don't listen through your ears, he would say. Then he used to say, don't use your ears to listen those sounds. Try to sense it some other way. You try to get it through other way, because already she had a defect in what? Hearing, isn't it? So without hearing, don't use your ears for sensing it. Without hearing, you should enjoy the music through different parts of your body. So he understood how much talented Evelyn was, and he started making her understand or making her get into the musical world. Understood? By playing two drums in two notes, and asked her not to use your ear, enjoy the music through any other parts of your body. Understood? Suddenly, I realized I could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. So, as he had said, not to listen, not to hear the music through your ears, you sense your music through any parts of your body. Then she got that musical, she started getting into the musical world. Understood how? Higher drums, the note produced from the higher drums, from the waist up, it is coming upward, and the notes from the lower drum going downwards. Understood? So, upward one note vibration and downward another note vibration. So, other than the ears, how did she started to sense the music? Yes, from the waist itself, from the waist upward one note and downward one note. Understood? Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she should sense certain notes in different parts of her body. So he encouraged her and saying that there are different notes for the music, and for that you have to use your different parts of your body. Use the different parts of your body. I have learned to open my mind and body to sound and vibration. So her mind and body was opened for the vibration of the music. So when the music is being produced, there will be vibration, isn't it? That you all know in our phone also is there, isn't it? When we put the different vibrations in order to know that a call is there, isn't it? Similarly, from the music to get that into her heart, certain vibrations helped her, and that she started absorbing through different parts of her body. The rest and sheer determination and hard work. So without determination and hard work, are anybody able to achieve anything? No. The first lesson we have to do is determination and hard work. So without determination, and what is the determination? To achieve the goal. What was the goal? The great musician, isn't it? And hard work. For that, what did she do? Even though when she understood she was not able to hear, did she stop that? No, she did not stop, isn't it? What did she do? She started the life like a normal child and decided to study music. And how the music was encouraged, was taken in by her? Through different parts of her body. So not only ears. So if ear is not there, we should have the talent to get it into through different parts of our body, any part of our body. Understood? She never looked back from that point onwards. Which point onwards? Absorbing the vibration of the music. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the academy. She gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performance. At the end of her 33-year course, she had captured most of the top awards. So within short time, she had achieved many awards, top awards, that means highest awards. Understood now? So even though there is a defect in her, still she was able to achieve more and more. Because of what? Because of her determination and hard work. Understood? She never looked back from that point onwards. So now Faber was making her understand the music by through different parts of her body, and that she continued. She continued to get into the music through the parts. She toured the United Kingdom. She went all around the United Kingdom with a youth York orchestra. And by the time she was 16, when she was 16 years old, she has decided to make music when she was 16 years old. She decided to become a great musician. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music, that means a show performance music, and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the academy. She gradually means slowly, moved from orchestral work to solo. Solo means one-person performance. At the end of her 3 years course, she was captured most of the top. So first she joined in the group performance and then orchestras, and later she decided to go alone. Understood? There also she was success. And for all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. If you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. And she got right to the top, the world's most sought after percussionist with a mastery of some 1,000 instruments and a hectic international schedule. That means she wished to have what a person who plays solo and other musical instruments. That in that level she had achieved. For all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. If you work hard, that was the policy. If you work hard and know where you are going, you will get it. So if you work hard and if you wanted to achieve, your goal is there, your aim is there, isn't it? Keeping that aim in front and working hard and having the determination to achieve it, then you will achieve it. That is what who was saying, Evelyn was saying. That means if you work hard and you know where you are going, you will get and she got right to the top, the world's most sought after multi-percussionist with the mastery of some 1,000 instruments. She could master many instruments and a hectic international schedule, and without any rest, the schedule, the routine was there, going and performing. It is integrated towards evident function so effortlessly without hearing. That means without hearing, she could do all this. 1,000 musical using 1,000 musical instruments. From that, she could observe each and every musical vibrations. In our 2-hour discussion, she never missed a word. Men with the bushy beards give me trouble, she laughed. That it is not just watching the lips, it is the whole face, especially the eyes. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lit. Lit means language, the way of speaking. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11, she says. But that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. So what she is saying, it is intriguing to watch. Intriguing means it is curious or fascinating to watch Elvin function so effortlessly without hearing. So without any defect, what she is doing? She is doing the music. It is very fascinating. In our 2-hour discussion, she never missed a word. Men with the bushy beards give me trouble, she laughed. So in between, she used to say that while doing the music, there are people who used to come and listen, not to her lips, but her face. That means just showing, joking only, saying that the people are of different nature, isn't it? It is a whole face, especially the eyes, the brightness of the eyes. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lips. She could speak in the Scottish language. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11. So up to 11 years old, slowly it was a gradual process, isn't it? So up to 11 years, she was able to hear a little bit, and after 11 only she was sent to a special school. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11, she says. But that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. But she could know the language very properly, French as well as Japanese. As for music, she explains, it pours in through every part of my body. It tingles in the skin, my cheekbones and even in my hair. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. By leaning against the drums, she can feel the resonance flowing into her body. On the wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibrations pass through the bare feet and up her legs. As for music, she explained. Now she is saying, what is music? It pours in through every part of the body. That means it is going through every part of the body. What is going through the body? Blood, isn't it? So she is comparing the music to blood that passes through every part of the body. It tingles in the skin. I can feel through my skin, my cheekbones and even in my hair. That means through my cheekbones, skin as well as hair, I could get the vibration of that music. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertip. So from the xylophone playing, from the stick, the music is going into the fingertips. By leaning against the drum, she can feel the resonance flowing into her body. So just standing against the drum, she could hear the vibration of that musical sound, understood, of the drum. On the wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibration passes through her bare feet and up her legs. So while performing, she will remove her shoes and stand with the barefooted. And while standing barefooted, the music from her feet used to come through the part of her body, through her bare feet up to the legs. Understood? So in every part of the body, the whole body is being sensed for what? For hearing the music and enjoying. Understood that much? Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audience. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society Prestigious Soloist in the Year Award, says Master Percussionist James Blaze. God may have taken her hearing, but He had given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. So why she expresses music so beautifully? Why? Because saying that God has taken the sense of hearing from her, isn't it? And but for the same, He had given something extraordinary. What is the extraordinary thing God has given to her? Yes, to sense the music through any parts of her body, from feet up to the hair. Understood? So she was able to sense the music through her part of the body. Understood? That means how the blood is circulating through our body. Similarly, what was running through her body? The music was running through her body. Not surprisingly, Edwin delights her audience. So wherever she performs, there is a good audience. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society prestigious soloist of the year award. First award she was getting, says master percussionist James Blades. God may have taken her hearing, but He has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels. So what we are hearing, she was feeling it. How she was feeling it? Through any part of her body. That means from feet up to the hair, she could sense it, she could understand it far more deeply than any of us. Far more deeply than any of us. How much deeply we normal people with all our sense getting that, more than that, who is sensing? Yes, Evelyn is sensing. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. That is why the whole body of Evelyn should understand the notes of music or different instruments. Isn't it? Musical instruments. That is why she could say it is more beautifully. Understood? We can say only when we hear a certain music, we can say it is music. But she is getting from every part of her body, and she could know that, she could sense it through the vibration of each and every musical instrument. So it is far more than what we normal people are getting. Understood? Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. I have just, workaholic means person who finds difficult to stop the work. I have just got to work often harder than classical musicians, but the rewards were enormous. Apart from the regular concert, Evelyn also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians. Anne Richlin of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children says, she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. That means we should not avoid them from anywhere. We should allow them to be free in every way. Understood? Evelyn confesses that she is something of the work. So she admits that she is a hard worker. She admits that she is a hard worker. She could not stop a minute from doing any work. I have just got to work often harder than classical musicians. Classical musicians means they take more time to direct a music, to produce a music or to perform a music. So she is saying more than those people I am doing my work hardly. But the rewards are enormous, and the enormous means huge. The rewards getting from all that hard work is very huge. Apart from the regular concerts, Evelyn also gives free concerts in prison and hospital. She used to go to the prisons and hospitals and encourage them also by giving her music. She also gives high priority classes for young children musicians and take care the young musicians, growing musicians also, help them also. Anne Richlin of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children says, she is a shining inspiration. Inspiration means, or she is a courage for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. That means any part of any field they can go equally with the normal people. Evelyn Glennie had already accomplished more than most people twice her age. She has brought the percussion to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped. People would look to her and say, if she can do it, I can. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. So what she is saying, so what the other people are saying, if Evelyn can do, then why we should not do, or why we cannot do. That means only with the two inspirations she was able to do it. Which are the two inspirations? Determination and hard work. So if these two inspirations are there, we can achieve anything. We can, even though we are lagging in different way, still we are able to get it. Understood? Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. That means she had won many things more. Already he said the rewards are enormous. So she had achieved more than a person who could achieve of her same age. She has brought percussion to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. She had given inspiration to those who are handicapped people who look to her and say, if she can do it, I can. That means giving that inspiration. Don't lag behind. You come forward, isn't it? You come forward to achieve your aim. Then it is very easy. Like any normal people, you also can achieve it. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. Understood the lesson? I hope you have understood. The whole lesson has been, first part of the music has been over. Now we are coming to the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. That is the second part of the same lesson. Understood? So there are questions. Answer the questions in a few words or a couple of sentences each. How old was Evelyn when she went to the Royal Academy of Music? What is her age when she went to the Royal Academy? What is her age? 11, isn't it? Now next. When was her deafness first noticed? When was it confirmed? First noticed by her mother when she was waiting to play the piano. And when was it confirmed? At the age of 11 when the teacher understood that she had a defect in hearing. That means her marks were going down, her studies were going down. They called her parents and asked her to take her to a specialist. Who helped her to continue with the music? So who had helped her even when she wanted to play the music? Her teachers had discouraged her. But who came forward? Yes, Ron Forbes came forward and made her understand that grasp or get the music through your part of your body, any part of your body rather than using the ear, because already the ear she don't have the sense of hearing, isn't it? So don't think that you should listen only through your ears, but through any part of your body you are able to sense it. That courage was given by Ron. Name the various places and causes for which Evelyn performed. So she had gone to many places, especially hospitals and prisons, and given the classes to the young musicians also. Then how does Evelyn hear music? So through any part of her body she was able to hear the vibration of the music, isn't it? So that are the chances I will be sending for you. And you should, at home, you have to read the lesson. You have to read the lesson properly, and when the notes are coming, go through the notes in the correct time. Okay.